Hey everyone, it's me, Wendy. Today's video is just an August bullet journal planning with me video. There's been a lot of requests since my last bullet journal video to do a plan with me. This one is very straightforward and simple. I tried to keep it consolidated in a way so that it wouldn't go too far in depth, but obviously if you guys want to see more bullet journal stuff, I can put that I can put that together for you. So I have my journal here. It's still the Moleskine. What else? Oh, I want to show you guys something Dan installed. Okay, wait, can you see? Do you see this light? Okay. He has got us these Hue light bulbs, which is kind of cool. But yeah, like this imitates, this is closer to daylight, I guess. And then yellows, pinks, purples, blues. We're not sponsored. This is just our life. At night you really feel like in blue. It feels like we're in an aquarium. All right, enough of the lights. We're gonna get right into this bullet journal. So I'm sticking with this Moleskine that I've used in previous videos and still using my Stabilo pens and also my Zebra mild liners. With the monthly spread, I like to start out with putting out, obviously, the name of the month. And this month, maybe I'm going through a bit of a downsizing or simplicity type of thing, so I'm not going to go crazy on the fonts with you guys. But there have been comments that people appreciate that because it's not too chaotic. The first thing I like to do for the month is to outline the specific dates I have and the type of goals that I want to set out for each one. It helps me to be a lot more motivated towards every single day and the things I want to be accomplishing. And so I put out the goals, I go backwards writing up the numbers so I know how far they can start. And then underneath that, I add the day of the week just to help me remember which days land on Sundays, etc. Underneath the goals heading is where I like to write out every single individual goal, and a lot of these are carried over from the previous months. Whichever ones I really feel like I want to keep working on, I'll put them here. Whichever ones I feel like I did a good job bringing them into my regular schedule so I don't really have to set them as goals, I'll keep those out. And then I also will try to think about other things that I'm working on or want to improve on. So this part is a bit reflective. Nice to do this when it's quiet, you're calm, and you can just visualize realistically what you want to achieve this month. After I write each of the goals, I like to go in and write the number of days where I would like to accomplish each of these goals. That way, it's easy for me to put down some goals that are big, but you only need to touch them a few times a month, and some goals that are really small and you want to get them done every single day. When I first introduced the numbering system, I felt like it was still a bit unclear how exactly to pace myself to reach those numbers. So the new system I've devised here is I draw circles on all the days where I would like to aim to get it done. The number of circles should add up to the total number that I have in that column. Whenever I successfully accomplish the task on the given day, I'll color in the circle. But if I do it on a day where there was no circle drawn, I'll still color in whatever's there. And then at the end, I can tally it up, and it's easier to get a sense of whether I've been on track or really falling behind. Going horizontally, there's always a couple of major events I want to keep in mind for the month. Things like birthdays, trips, times where I'll be away, or big events that I have going on. I'll put all of those right here so I can see them as they're coming. And now for the core of bullet journaling, which is truly just listing out all of the things that you want done, hence the name bullet. Before I got into that, I did highlight every second week pink on my calendar. I'll explain why I did that in a moment. It just helps me to organize my tasks. This part also takes a bit of thinking and reflecting. I may go back to see what has not been accomplished from previous months and then carry over items here, plus add on the new things that have to get done this month. This list actually is used dynamically throughout the entire month. Whenever I encounter a new task, I try to add it here so that I can keep it in mind. And on the right side, I like to list out the people that I'm looking forward to talking to this month. All of this really just helps to keep me accountable, because sometimes a whole month can go by, you had your head down working, and you totally forget the people and connections you really wanted to reach out to. And those kind of relationships are important. Underneath that, I like to list out all the videos that I have just so that when I finish them, I can check them off and feel really satisfied. This also gives me an opportunity if I want to add some numbers on how they're doing and different updates, I can put it all in one place and look at it over the course of the month. If I had a bit more time, I could make my to-do list a lot longer, but for now we'll leave it like that and I'll just go through a couple more of my constant bullet journal tools that I'm sticking to. I'm still using these sticker sets that I've shown from before. This one's from Bando. It's got a lot of really cute designs. This one is from a company called Take Good Care. Every time you order Korean skincare from them, they send you another pack of stickers. So I actually have a lot because I've ordered a couple. Later this month, I will be uploading some wedding skincare stuff and it's going to be featuring a couple of their products. Not sponsored, but just they send cute stickers and I appreciate that. They've come in handy quite a few times and that dog is actually a dog that the owners own. So cute. What else is there? Oh yes, we also have to fill in our wedding thank you cards. Here, I'll show them to you. They're right over here. Our whole entire wedding stationery set was sourced from Etsy, and these ones in particular come from Revel and Wild. Our thank you cards are like this, with love and thanks from Wendy and Daniel. And then on the back side, it's just got a couple of lines, really easy to work with. The cardstock is so thick. We absolutely loved it. And what we did was we wrote thank you cards to every single one of our guests, then put them all inside these envelopes and wrote their names onto the envelopes with a seal so that it served as a place card when they came to sit down. And on all of them, we wrote personalized messages about why we were thankful to have them in our life and to have them at our wedding. It was a serious marathon to finish all of those before the wedding, but it was so good to have that deadline coming because we just got it done. They designed our entire suite. So this is the invitation in case you haven't seen it yet. I love it so much. So I'm so happy with it. The flowers match the type of decor we had at our wedding. They all came in these yellow envelopes with a golden seal at the bottom, which we designed. It's a W and a D kind of interlocked together. We jokingly said we would have this seal for life, but I honestly do not know what else we will be sealing. Maybe we will just seek out whatever opportunity we have to seal them. So when you got the invite, you would open it up. This one never got mailed, so that's why I'm using it as a demo, like not in a hard feelings type of way. I just happen to have it, so I want to show you. I'm sorry if the way I ripped this envelope is bothering you. I tried my best. So here it is. You would pull out the invitation. They accommodated all of our text, and then we had a line where we wrote down how many seats had been reserved for them and a line where we had a password for them so that we would know when they RSVP'd, who they were affiliated with, and where they came from. And yeah, it was also kind of a security measure in case for some odd reason someone got hold of our wedding website, we would know that they were not RSVPing randomly. For those of you who know who the Sorry Girls are, which hopefully is all of you because they are amazing Canadian DIYers, this is a teaser on what I'm doing with them. Interpret as you please. Yes, something else exciting this month. I'm going to be trying my hand at crochet. I'm nervous, but we're going to give it a shot. Wool and the Gang is a company that specializes in crochet and crochet products that are really cute. So they sent me these shoes to give a shot. So I'm going to be trying out some crochet. I'm nervous, but I'm hoping for the best. And the last thing I want to talk about is that you may notice there's quite a few lines called So Boss. That's actually a new video series that I have through partnership with Makeful and CBC Life. The first episode is out and it just came out this week, and I'm really excited because that was the last big project I worked on leading up to the wedding. For a long time I couldn't really talk about it, but now it's finally airing and it was so nice to work with a professional production company. I'm really excited. Lastly, I'm going to cover what that whole pink highlighting week thing was about. This was something I introduced to help me section out when I have a massive to-do list. So that to-do is flexible to grow as long as it needs all the way down the page, but some of them are things that I really want to get done earlier in the month. Some of them are things that I want to get done later in the month. And when I looked at the whole to-do list as just this one big block of text, it was hard for my eyes to really pay attention and notice the things things that needed to get done urgently. The highlighting system that I have over on the long end matches these circles that I'm adding over here to remind myself which of these to-dos I would like to do week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, etc. Thank you all so much for watching this monthly plan with me. I know it's a lot more on the simpler end of what is available on YouTube for planning with me, but I'm at the point where I really want my bullet journal to be straightforward and functional. So I hope if you're brand new to bullet journaling, it's not too intimidating, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.